Hey guys, and assalamu alaikum to all my brothers and sisters out there. Wealth Warrior back again with another video. In today's video we're going to be talking about prop firm challenges. Are they worth it? So this mainly goes to advice for beginner traders and maybe advanced traders, who knows. But in this video I'm going to be talking about the process of getting funded, the pros and cons, and of course the last question, is it worth it? So let's get into it. So first of all, let's talk about the types of account sizes that they have. So they have MMF. I'm going to be talking about MFF specifically. Sorry, this isn't going to be an FTMO versus MFF video because I haven't done any of the FTMO challenges. I've done a demo account, but I haven't done any of the actual live challenges. However, I have done MFF. I am a funded trader, so I believe I have the right to talk about MFF. And yeah, this isn't comparing the platforms, it's just mainly talking about should you do a challenge. So to begin with, MFF does have a 5k challenge account, which is the lowest account size that they have, and is for $49. That's around, I think, £35, I believe, or around that range, but that's the cheapest option that they have. Now they do not have demo accounts that you can test out in the markets, but FTMO does have, which I know, so I guess that's one of the main differences that you have. However, you shouldn't even be buying an account or challenge until you're very confident with your strategy, your psychology, and your risk management in place. Okay, so that's just basically the account sizes that they have, and we'll talk a bit more about them. So MFF, they have they have 2 stages, but in my eyes they have 3 stages, and we'll go in more details about this because I feel like a lot of people do not talk about this enough. So stage 1 or phase 1, you need to make 8% of the account balance. In stage 2, you need to make 5% of the account balance. Now once you complete them 2, congratulations, you are a funded trader. You will have the account, you'll have 5k, 20k, 100k, whatever you pass on to play with. However, I do not consider, or you should not consider this as like a, you shouldn't get too happy about it until you get your first payout, because that's when you get the money, you will get your refund, you will get a bonus, and that's when you actually, in my eyes, you would see that you are an actual consistent trader when you get the first payout. Now let's talk about a bit more on the statistics of MFF and what they let you do on the accounts. So the max drawdown is 12% for phase 1 and 2 and the funded accounts. The daily drawdown is 5% for phase 1 and 2 and the funded accounts. So that's basically like, if you're risking 0.5%, that will basically be 10 trades, and you would basically lose the account within the day, of course, but that's if you're risking 0.5%. The profit target, of course, we went over this, is 8% in phase 1, 5% in phase 2, and once you're funded, I mean, there's no limit, you just withdraw whenever you're in profits. So let's talk about, this isn't a MyForex funds versus FTMO like I said, but this comparison that I want to make is going to be kind of like the hit and miss for a lot of people, because we're now talking about the price of the account sizes. So FTMO doesn't have a 5k account, so the next thing that they have, which I can compare, is a $10,000 account. So on MyForex funds, that is $84, and FTMO, that is $167.08. Now you can obviously get discount codes, I believe, for both. MyForex funds, I believe it ranges from 5%, 10%, you can get discount. FTMO, I'm not too sure, I haven't seen a discount around, but I'm pretty sure they have a discount around, possibly a 10% discount. But either way, let's compare the original prices. Now it's a shocking close 50% difference in price. So of course, for a lot of people, if you're starting off trading, you don't have a lot of money by your name already, and of course you don't want to spend a lot of money, so that's why a lot of people go for MyForex funds, because of how cheap it is. And yeah, for me, that was basically one of the biggest attractions, because it was so cheap. And yeah, like if you're going, I would mainly say go for a 5k account, because if it's $49, you know, you're testing yourself in a live market, you know, you're doing the challenge at the same time, and if you pass it, it's cheap. You know, a lot of YouTubers say put $100 of your own money into the live markets, and that's when it would truly test your psychology. It's true, 100%. I actually believe that. But the thing is, it's the same concept. You know, why don't you put in $49 in the live markets? But with that, you get rewarded, like you get to play around with a 5k account. So hopefully you kind of understand what I'm saying there, and yeah, that's the comparison in terms of that. So I wanted to talk about a bit about the statistics, not to scare you of how many people like pass these challenges, but just to kind of like motivate you and kind of talk about why I basically say that being consistent and receiving your first payout is, in my eyes, when you are successful. So how many people pass phase 1? 19% of people pass phase 1. It's not too much of a bad number. It's okay. So 90% of the people pass phase 1. Pass phase 2. 42% of that 19% pass phase 2. Again, it's not a bad number. Now let's talk about how many people. Okay, sorry about that. I think my computer just glitched out there for a second. But now let's talk about how many people get their first payout. So now we talked about how many phase 1, phase 2. Now this is going to be a surprising, absolutely shocking number. 0.28% of the people. Now, I'm not sure how true this these statistics are, because I got this from, I believe, the Prop Journey. So I do want to give credit where credit is due, and I believe he's gotten it from MFF themselves. But I think also some people say it's close to 3%. But do you see how shocking this number is? Around 0.28% to 3% of the people who buy a Propfirm challenge. That's how many people pass or receive a first payout. It's because after they complete phase 2, they get so excited, they start gambling, and they start losing risk management, they start gambling, they start losing their psychology, they start revenge trading. So that's why I say, in order to be consistent, you need to be seeing those consistent payouts. Okay, and a first payout is a big milestone, in my opinion. Not when you complete phase 1 and 2 and you receive the funded account. Of course, it's a big milestone. You should really be happy. It shows that there shows some consistency there. But like I said, once you receive the first payout, that's when you are actually profitable. You can be happy with that, and hopefully you continue that journey on becoming a successful, profitable trader. So now let's talk about the big question: is it worth it? I mean, I'm not biased. I would really like to think I'm not biased, but I genuinely believe if you're a beginner trader, it is absolutely worth it, because it gives you that testing phase that you need. It does test your psychology. It does allow you to test your strategy, and it does, of course, test your risk management as well, because you have these daily drawdowns, these limits in place that will test you. And this is coming from a person who has done MFF himself. I am a funded trader, and I have also received my first payout as well. So now I'm able to use my first payout, and technically I didn't even invest anything now, if you really think about it, because I've received my refund. I've also received a payout as well on top of that. So now I can apply for a larger account if I wanted to. I have enough money now to play around with multiple larger accounts if I wanted to. If I blow this account, I can buy more challenges. So for a lot of people, Propfirm challenges, it's going to be, you might think it's unreliable, or you might have not tested it yet, you might not have heard of it yet. In my opinion, yes, it's worth it for new traders. Absolutely. And hopefully, my advice would be, of course, not to straight away dig into prop firms. Is to basically do demo accounts. Once you're confident with your strategy, your psychology, and your risk management, then of course buy a prop challenge. And then that's when of course you would truly test yourself, because it's real money on the line there. It's still real money on the line because you spent money to buy a challenge. So hopefully you guys get something out from this. I know it's been a while I've made YouTube videos. I'm going to try my best to make more videos. I have a really good video coming out on risk management. I really think it will open up a lot of eyes, because that's something I really want to shed light upon. I feel like a lot of people don't shed light upon it. Only recently it has been getting a lot of attraction, risk management. But yeah, thank you very much for listening. Ramadan Kareem for all those celebrating Ramadan. Stay focused. It's not all about money. But thank you very much for listening. Bye.